Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. It's time for some good old Saturday morning React tunes. So grab some sugary cereal and get ready to watch Star Trek, the animated series, Season 2, Episode 1, The Pirates of Orion, or the alternate pronunciation could be The Pirates of Orion. It's up to you. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for some Saturday morning React tunes. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to board the animated NCC 1701 as we watch Star Trek, the animated series, Season 2, Episode 1, The Pirates of Orion, or Orion. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction, and away we go! Season 2 already, and there are only 6 episodes in Season 2, so 5 more after this. I'm sure you all needed that first grade math lesson. Sorry. I'm assuming we get everybody back. I was sitting there fooling around, and I didn't hear anything about them losing, like, voice actors. Written by Howard Weinstein and directed by Bill Reed. We have a director on this one. Interesting.
The outbreak of choreocytosis aboard the Enterprise seems to be under control. Dr. McCoy says the disease is no longer even as serious as pneumonia.
Choreocytosis?
All systems affirmative, Captain. The Enterprise is on course and on schedule.
It'll be nice to play diplomat for a change, eh, Spock?
Spock's dead. That's how much Spock does not like playing diplomat.
Spock has contracted the disease. It's fatal to Vulcans.
Are you sure?
I've triple-checked, Jim. I wish to God I was wrong.
Well, he is half human, so is there a way? But he's green-blooded, so...
Is there any cure?
One, a naturally occurring drug called strobolin.
Strobolin?
I can give him injections of a synthesized drug that would slow the disease. But after 2 days, the body builds up an immunity. It loses its effectiveness. By the end of the 3rd day, the disease will be irreversible.
It'll take 4 days to get the drug, but Spock will die in 3.
Okay.
What about a rendezvous?
Of course. If we can't go out of our way to get the drug in time, there must be another ship closer to Beta Canopus.
Oh, that's an awesome idea, yeah. I think that might be Plum's best idea.
We've arranged to get the strobolin needed to save Mr. Spock's life. The starship Potemkin.
Ah, Potemkin.
What'll the symptoms be, Bones?
Increasing tiredness, steadily decreasing efficiency, all the symptoms of working in an oxygen-deficient atmosphere.
This is actually a really interesting episode.
You wish to see me, sir?
Yes, Spock.
You should be in bed, Spock.
I trust it will not affect our scheduled arrival at Deneb 5.
We're trying to save your life, Spock.
Captain, that won't be necessary. I'm quite able.
No arguments.
To work up to the moment of my death.
Anything else, sir?
That's all, Spock. Dismissed.
This is a really well put together episode.
As much as it might seem at times that I can't stand that pointy-eared encyclopedia, I don't want to see that happen to it.
Really like this episode already. That's a lot going on. Oh, wow.
Our sensors are picking up a ship ahead. Could the Enterprise be that early? I'm not sure it's the Enterprise, sir. It's too far away to tell.
Where's it headed?
Toward us, sir.
Keep an eye on it, Lieutenant.
Time to rendezvous, Mr. Eriks?
1 hour, 43 minutes, sir.
I hate to ask, but...
Aye, Captain. We'll squeeze a wee bit more speed out of it.
I was conserving energy, Captain.
McCoy wants you in sickbay.
Is he meditating? I can see where this episode's going.
Enterprise closing on us, sir.
Another starship?
It's Orion's. Flying a dope-ass ship. Send a comm to the Enterprise, let them know what's going on.
This won't hurt a bit, Spock.
An unnecessary assurance, Doctor, in addition to being untrue.
Ah,
Not so fast, Spock. Lie there quietly.
yeah, dude, come on, man.
The drug isn't working anymore.
I know, Christine, I know. Don't worry, we'll have the strobe soon.
So you lied to Spock there. I mean, Spock, I'm sure, can read what's going on.
To unidentified alien vessel. This is Captain O'Shea of the SS Huron. Please state your registry and purpose.
No registry, purpose, piracy.
It's no use, sir. They're receiving, but they're not answering.
Well, we've got a hold full of dilithium and that drug to protect. Evasive maneuvers.
Do you have weapons or... Yeah, this ship is built for exactly what it's doing.
No good, Captain.
Send out an emergency signal to the Enterprise.
There we go.
Captain, I'm getting a signal from the Huron.
We haven't had Uhura there for a while.
Sensor report, Mr. Spock. Are they at their rendezvous point?
No, sir. They hadn't reached it.
Compute new course, Mr. Eriks. Let's see what's going on.
Really good episode. Really well done.
The Huron's power levels are at bare minimum for life support, Captain. I'm picking up metallic debris.
What?
Spock, are you all right?
Captain,
Oh, no.
We've got to have that drug, Jim. The synthetic is useless now.
Do what you can, Bones.
Blasted Vulcan. Why couldn't you have red blood like any normal human?
Let me issue this contradictory statement.
The Huron's engines are dead. Emergency battery power is operating life support systems at a low but acceptable level.
Life signs?
Mr. Scott, Lieutenant Uhura, come with me. Mr. Sulu, you have the con. We're beaming over.
Oh, Uhura's going over. Awesome.
Uhura, see if you can get a playback of the log. I want to know what happened here.
Nice.
There's nothing down here, Captain.
No drug?
No drug and no dilithium shipment. The hold is completely empty.
Wow.
Nurse, how is he?
He needs surgery, Captain, but he'll live.
Kirk to Enterprise. Ready to beam over. Have a medical team standing by.
A Saturday morning cartoon, everybody. It's when this aired. We've had death, adult themes, a possible terminal illness. This is throughout the course of the series, not just this episode, but damn.
The Huron has been left as space junk, its engines sabotaged. Captain O'Shea has no idea who attacked his ship.
Sabotage.
I've run the Huron sensor tape through the computer, sir. The intruder ship is a new design never before encountered by Federation shipping.
Is Eric's the backup science? He's over at the science station, I think.
Lay in that course, Sulu, ahead. Warp factor 7.
Punch it, punch it, punch it.
We're only as good as our drugs and technology make us. Underneath all the tricks, I might as well be practicing in the Middle Ages.
Radioactive residue still bearing 212 degrees, Mark 175.
Increase speed to warp 8.
Yeah, I mean, let's go as fast as we can.
The trail goes through the asteroid belt, Captain.
A good place for an intruder to hide, wouldn't you say, Mr. Sulu?
Perfect.
Nice.
These asteroids are composed of a highly unstable mineral combination, sir. They explode upon impact with each other.
Oh, great. It's like naturally occurring mines.
They'd make a fantastic source of energy.
Also make quite a weapon. Steady as she goes, Sulu.
Jim, what are you thinking? Whatever you're thinking, press it back down. We've got other things to be concerned with here.
Deflectors holding out.
Hard to port, Sulu. Let's face them head on.
There we go.
Analysis, Mr. Sulu.
Standard phasers, sir. Weak, though. A diffused, low-quality beam.
Nice.
It's an Orion.
Orion.
Orion, baby.
This is Captain Kirk. For a neutral, you were pretty quick to fire your phasers.
We couldn't be sure you were non-hostile.
Neutrality has been in dispute ever since the affair regarding the Corridon planets and the Babel Conference of Stardate 3850.3. Yesterday, a Federation freighter was attacked in this quadrant, its cargo hijacked. We require you to submit to search as per Babel Resolution A12. Reply.
Reply.
Sensors picking up the dilithium in their hold, sir.
What about the drug?
If they have it, it's too small an amount to detect.
Uhura, open the channel.
What would these drugs be worth to you if we had them?
You keep the dilithium shipment.
We get what we want, plus our neutrality remains intact. We will consider your offer.
You'll consider it, or we can blow you out of the sky. How's that sound?
Less than an hour, Jim. His body functions are slipping fast now.
A face-to-face exchange between you and me.
Face to face. Where?
On the large asteroid near our ships.
I'll keep my communicator channel open so you can hear what goes on. Keep the transporter locked on me, and if anything goes wrong...
If this doesn't work, we could lose you and Spock.
Yes, we know.
The only way to avoid that is to destroy the Enterprise. And the only way to do that is to destroy ourselves too. Do you have a plan, Lieutenant? These asteroids are made of highly explosive minerals.
Oh, God.
I'll take it with me when I beam down to meet Captain Kirk. I want the satisfaction of seeing his face when I tell him he and his crew are going to die with us.
Okay. It's bigger than I thought.
We will synchronize coordinates and beam down in 15 minutes.
Jim, we don't have a lot of time. Spock.
15 minutes or not at all, Captain.
Okay, so, can you explain to this guy that we're not going to turn them in?
Pure strobolin. I'll take that now and we can both beam up.
No, Captain, I can't trust that you won't report this incident to Starfleet.
Oh, for God's sakes.
I have an explosive device in my backpack that will start a molecular chain reaction and detonate this asteroid.
Okay.
All unsuccessful Orion missions end in suicide.
Saturday morning cartoon, everybody.
The dilithium. Transporter room, pinpoint those crystals down there and beam them up.
Wow, you're beaming them out of his backpack?
Scotty, energize.
Nice. Take them both with you.
They're gone, sir.
Gone?
I was scanning as you ordered.
Gone.
We're not going to let you commit suicide. Whether they die or not, you'll still stand trial, and Orion's little game of neutrality and piracy is over.
Unless...
The Orion crew is in our brig, their ship in tow, and the Enterprise is back on course.
Spock, there's no way you can deny it.
Dr. McCoy,
I've waited a long time for this.
He must be feeling better.
Yes, gentlemen, things are back to normal.
He's as stubborn as ever.
Takes one to know one, Plum. Yeah. Thank God he's fixed. All right, everybody, we just finished watching the very first episode of the second season of Star Trek, the animated series, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished watching The Pirates of Orion, or Orion, as the pronunciation is preferred in this particular episode. The first episode of the second season of Star Trek, the animated series. Again, I thought this construction was a fantastic episode. It would have definitely benefited from more time. That's just an observed statement that we make, kind of rubber stamp each one of these episodes. But, the idea behind it was very good. Simple, very simple idea. Also introduced the idea of the piracy of the Orions, kind of bringing in a major, tentpole of their lore and everything. Having an experience with them, the idea of neutrality, they got a lot of beats in there, about both the Orions and, again, dealing with the Orions, what to expect from them as far as, when they take prisoners, what do they do to the craft when they leave it? It was obviously sundered. What do they do when their, backs are up against the wall? We saw that they were absolutely to an Orion ready to, seemingly ready to commit suicide to make sure that their, country, the planet of Orion, wasn't, taken off the neutral list, or, their neutrality was then questioned and they were sanctioned by the the Federation. Interesting stuff. That's a lot of depth for a 20-esque minute cartoon. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. We got some really good character beats in here too. Obviously I think the biggest characterization in this one, we saw examples of this with Plum, Bones, and Kirk. Their concern for Spock was absolutely, very overt. McCoy admitting, I butt heads with this guy all the time, but I love him. I would never be able to live without him, serve on the Enterprise. He, for all the arguments that we've had, for all of the, old married couple comments and things that we throw each other's way, he's my guy. You both are. And I love the reaffirmation of that we have throughout the original series and then now into the animated series. Again, I think what it does more than anything, a statement like that and a continuation of that theme, it adds validity to the animated series, more validity to the animated series, that this was absolutely intended to be a successor, a sequel, the next season, whatever you want to call it, of the original series, because those themes are carried through. We're not starting over. We're not trying to rebuild something. We're not trying to, just basically hit beats we've already hit in the original series. This is a continuation. This is a growth, and it's really, really well done. We also had a reference to Babel. They were able to let us know about that, the conference, what came out of the conference. One of the sanctions that Jim kind of brought forward was directly from there. Interesting stuff. So we had a bit of serialization in this one, whether it be in the character side, which we just mentioned, or in the actual, seasonal series galaxy themes that we have. Really, really great stuff. Nice to harken back there. And again, it just, in my mind, strengthens the idea that when the creatives went into the animated series, there was no idea of differentiation. Now, Gene Roddenberry, I think, believed there was going to be, but when you have the same writers, the same kind of caretakers of these characters being brought in to give us new adventures and new things, they're not looking at it any differently. They're not looking at it like, we're just going to give this will be like just the cartoon version of Star Trek. I certainly haven't seen any indication of that. What I have seen is a lot of people with a very expensive imagination are now able to, carte blanche. They can have exactly what they need, whatever sets they need, extras they need, through the animation of this new ships, new models, all that great stuff. Things that we knew because of the budgetary constraints of the original series was completely unfeasible when it came to, making these in live action. And so in my mind, and if somebody ever asks me, what's the animated series like? I've never seen it. I would say it's a continuation of the original series. Obviously, they're all bite-sized now. But at the same time, you're able to see what they would have been able to do without a budget, without, or without a limit to their budget, I should say. These are the things that they imagined in their head and put into these scripts that weren't able to see the light of day in the original series. But now, with the animated series, even with an episode with a simple premise like this, we had that really cool Orion craft that was brought in. Awesome. We had the Huron that was brought in. Awesome. Completely different ship design, something we've never seen in the original series. But we can see these things here because it's not as expensive to make them. Thus, it opens up both the imagination, the possibilities, the stories that we can tell. I'm a very big fan of the animated series. I think that I'm going to end with this. I think that if anybody ever came forward and again asked me, what's the animated series like, but at the same time maybe questioned, how can they continue to tell, this is a cartoon, how can they continue to tell like the same level of scientific application or whatever you want to call it, or medical practice in the same way as, with Bones and with Plum and how he does everything. I would say look at the very beginning of the first episode of the second season, The Pirates of Orion. Because when we go into that, I had to write it down. Chorioisotosis. I mean, that's dropped within the first 30 seconds. Chorioisotosis. And then what do we need? We have an antidote that we can get. Where is it? It's too far away for us to get to. Great idea. Can someone bring it to us? We'll meet them halfway. I don't think we've had that idea before in the original series. We've always had, hey, we have to get there. No one's ever said, well, and we're up against it time-wise. We're Smokey and the Banditing this shit. How can we get there and get back or get there and get the thing that we need? Never has anyone ever said, well, could someone bring it to us too and we'll meet them halfway? Fantastic, fantastic, Plum. And for me, both the bumper, the beginning of this, the setup for this, and then the ideas that came out, and were, all the different applications on how we're going to do this and how we're going to get these things away from the Orions, how we're going to get from the Huron, how we're going to get it there faster. All that stuff speaks to me at the exact same level of the original series. It is brought together in a very great way. And again, they had to rush the ending of this one a little bit, but at the same time, there were so many great things in this episode that I can absolutely see myself past the need to expedite an ending because you just run out of time. They have a story to tell, and I'm going to complain because they want to tell it fit in as much as possible. No. An excellent episode. My dear friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for some Saturday morning React Tunes or Star Trek, the animated series. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now. And now, unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye from this, the first episode of the second and final season of Star Trek, the animated series. So where should we say goodbye from? Because it's our reward. We're the audience. We're the Greek chorus. We've just watched this episode. We see what they have to say and we tell others that haven't seen it before to come and check it out. And thus, we expand the audience of Star Trek, the animated series. So our reward, friends, is to go back into this the episode we just watched to a scene of our choosing and say goodbye from there. So where should we say goodbye from? Well, I say we say goodbye from the height of all of this, where we are racing to get Spock the antidote that he needs, and we find out the Huron has been attacked. And who took it? Those Orions that we don't know too much about. Because, friends, I want us in the middle of this. I want us in the nucleus of this particular story because, friends, it's pure Star Trek. What better place to be? Until such time as we can watch another one of these great bite-sized treks, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.